Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today is a super exciting day because we're gonna go to the DMV and register the EVO 8. So I went to go ahead and check out my EVO because there's something that I needed to look at as far as the terminal, what side it goes to, and goes into the connector and plugs into the fan module. So I went to go ahead and just inspect everything on my EVO and just to look at the module right here. If you guys remember, this is the plug that I was missing off from Jalen's EVO, or when I went to go order a fan, a used fan, it didn't come with this plug. The only thing I had to look at is to find out what wire goes to here and what wire goes to here. So you can see here there's a double blue and a double black. So the double blue is gonna go on the left and the double black is gonna go on the right. So I picked up this connector from Napa. This was the closest one that will plug into the fan module right here. It doesn't have a clip, locks in place with that module, but it will go ahead and just keep it in place. So if you guys are interested in picking this one up, here is the part number. So this is how it looks when it's plugged in into the module. The only modification we have to do is that we have to cut this tab off, but other than that, the seal just kind of sticks out like that. But this is the only option that we have left to run this, unless there's other way, but I prefer just run this. So first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna wire this up, put everything back in. I already removed the charge pipe out of the way because there's no way that you can put the radiator back in. Let's go ahead and cut the tab, solder these together, and then we can put it in and see if it works. Okay, got the two wires soldered up. Let's go ahead and throw it on the car, plug it in, and see if she turns on. So we got the radiator on with the fan, just put the charge point back on. I noticed that when you turn on the AC condenser, the radiator fan should spin at the same time, but I just remembered that the car doesn't have Freon, and so I'm not sure if the refrigerant sensor is reading off by that or something's going on. But I just hope that once we drive in this car, or at least bleed the cooling system, that the fan will turn on when the thermostat open. But I want to go ahead and just button everything up, hook up the upper and lower radiator hose, put the expansion tank back on the car, put the brace back on, double check everything, make sure all the connectors plug in back on the headlights, anything that I miss on the car. I just want to go get everything buttoned up. So everything else is put back on the car. So next thing I want to do is that I just want to put some coolant inside the system, run the car, see if the fan will turn on, make sure everything else is good to go. I am going to top off the ACD with ATF fluid from Napa. I run it on my car, didn't have any issues, should be fine. And just kind of check everything else. Everything else is looks really good. So I'm super excited how the car is turning out. It just looks like everything else is back to normal. I think a couple of things that we had to do is that we need to get bulbs for the tail light, button up the rear bumper because there's no bolts holding it down. I am going to be throwing back on the Sparkle Racing 4-point harness. I couldn't find a driver's side seatbelt online, so you can see the thing is locked from due to the accident. So I know that you have to send the seatbelt out and then get it repaired. That's what we're going to be running for today. We're going to have connected back on top of the seat. Everything else on the car, I think it looks great. As of right now, I want to go ahead and just put coolant in the system, run the car for like about maybe 15-20 minutes, or depend, or just to see if the fan turns on. But I think everything else is looking good. So let's go ahead and put some coolant inside and see what happens. Yeah, the fan works. Oh man, that's what I was really looking for. The fan turns on, perfect. Let's check on the temperature, see where it's at. Temperature's where it needs to be. I'm super excited, guys. Yes, hell yeah. Ew, kind of dirty though, but yeah, we're doing one more flush. Should be good after that. Check this sound, guys. This thing is like loping. Either loping or it's not running smooth, but the idle stayed pretty good right now. Right there, now it's idling better. Dude, I am beyond stoked right now. I mean, the fan turns on, car runs great. Dude, everything else is turning out smoothly as possible. I am just super stoked where the car is at. Damn, like the car runs great after just sitting for 8 years. Can't you guys believe that? It just purged. I know there's a couple of things that I missed. They broke the stock blow-off valve, so the nipple snapped off, so the vacuum lines is not running anywhere. Running into it, I just plugged it with a screw. Check engine light is on because of the stock EBC is not connected, but we do have a green speed that we're gonna throw on the car later on in the future. Car is running by wastegate, so I just run it from the turbo to the wastegate for now. I know that the brake fluid is way overfilled, so I need to drain that out a little bit. Double check everything else. I know that the coolant was a little bit dirty, so I'm pretty sure there's like poop inside there, but we're gonna just flush it anyways. Put some new coolant inside. What else? We're gonna go ahead and check the oil level, check the ADC level. As far as everything on the car, just runs super great, so I'm super excited. I actually need to go get ready right now. We're gonna head to the DMV and transfer our name under the title, get a new license plate, register the car, and then we can drive the car down to the shop to get a safety check and get the car to see the road for the first time after sitting for 8 years. Alright guys, so we just got back home from the DMV. We got new license plates for Jalen's EVO. So I'm on my way back home. I kind of thought about this though, but I wanted to remove the thermostat on this car. As you guys can see earlier, when the fan turned on and I think the thermostat was kind of open, it was just like blowing all the coolant right up, and you can see what it did. A lot of mess. So I think I'm just gonna take it out and just run without it and throw the gasket back on, flush the coolant system, and then we need to, I am planning on grabbing all the bulbs off my tail light and we're just putting on Jalen's tail light for now, just to, that way we can just run it. I'm gonna go ahead and drain a little bit of brake fluid because it's way overfilled, but everything else on the car, it runs really good that I see so far. I do want to change the valve cover gasket before we drive the car down. When I removed the valve cover gasket, the pieces was broken. I want to get that taken care of before any other leaks appeared. But other than that though, yeah, just double check everything else like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain the coolant because it was super filthy dirty, and then just get everything tightened up and we can go for a drive for the very first time. Alright guys, here's the update. We flushed the cooling system, took out the thermostat. That thing was so freaking rusty. I don't know what I do with it. Must have threw it away. But it's a good thing that we took it out. I should have took it out in the first place when I put in the cooling system, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and order me a new one. We changed the valve cover gasket, cleaned the valve cover a little bit. We put in all the bulbs and the tail light. As you can see, what I did notice that there was like a bracket, I guess that's part of the rear bumper that's supposed to screw in on the body, and there wasn't anything, so I had to use zip tie, and that will work for now. It's temporary. As soon as we can find that piece, then we can go ahead and slap it on and put some new screws on. You can see how off it is a little bit here on the passenger side, and then you come in here on the driver's side, it's like more in though, but it's okay. As long as the rear bumper is hold down, then we should be good. Ending up taking my old spark plugs and ignition coil off from my other car. Thankfully I still had it, so I just went to go ahead and slap it in. The old one kind of broke that rubber piece on the ignition coil. I want to go ahead and remove this fender guard because it's rubbing against on the tire and everything else is kind of off. The fender is not lined up the way it is, so take that off, grab my front bumper, slap it on the car, and the last thing we got to do is put the 4-point harness that we're going to be running just for now. We still need to figure out or where to find a driver's side seatbelt. If anybody knows where I can get one, let me know. Let's go ahead and get this banged up and get it out of the way. Alright guys, this is it. Hopefully she drives good on the way down. Yo, this is crazy, guys. Oh, I feel so nervous. I feel like my anxiety are just kicking in right now. Like the seatbelt is not like fully like secured down. I mean it is though with 2 bolts though, but everything else, it's just that I didn't even play around with the adjustment. Like it's so freaking loose. But yeah, we are driving, guys. We are freaking driving the car that's been sitting for 8 years, and so far everything else is running good. Literally everything. Temperature is good. Everything is good. No hiccups. Car is just running absolutely 100. So hopefully we make it to the shop, and then we'll just recheck everything again. So we just got out of the shop, guys. Car is officially legal. Hell yeah, we had to fix a couple stuff. A couple of the balls were out. We fixed the tail light. That's all good to go. There it is, guys. This thing is out here running. Oh, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, dude. Damn, this thing is clean. Fuck, bro.
Yeah, this car is more comfortable than mine. Like the seats,
dude,
like for real kind. The seat is so comfortable.
Dude, look at this. The cloth in this thing is, I don't know. I think this one's better than your EVO, dude.
It is, honestly. And you know, I'm kind of jealous a little bit. I might just take this seat and put it in my car.
Jenna's gonna hate you. I think she's gonna want this seat.
She probably will, though.
I guarantee
she probably will.
Slide right in.
All right, so first drive with Kevin. Well, Kevin already drove the car behind the shop, so
yeah, it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah. So. It's kind of crazy how that flutter is. It's so loud. It's not even like mine.
The flutter is louder than the car itself.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Oh, that clutch needs to go, Jason. I don't think Jalen's gonna like that.
It's a competition stage 3, and I think I'm gonna leave it. So just in case if we were to send this car up to the moon.
Oh God.
Hello. But yeah, this car runs 100. Like it runs so smooth down the road. I was getting like anxiety a little bit just because I was kind of worried what the car is gonna do.
Don't tell me you're gonna send it already.
No, I'm not gonna send it.
Okay, I was gonna say like the flutter is ridiculous though.
Yeah, this thing it feels so nice. Like honestly, I'm just so pumped about this. Like I think I might just leave my bumper and everything on the car and just drive this car and just go around in town. Yeah, super pumped. Man.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is ridiculous. It's like, look at this interior. Like, let alone this interior is clean. Like, I mean, this little dash thing here, but I mean, look at the back seats. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's so. Dude, this thing just makes me flutter.
Damn.
I guess.
I don't think he saw you.
I don't think he noticed this. My wife's EVO.
Dude, no. Everybody's gonna know this car once you drive it.
Yeah.
They already know you're EVO. They're gonna see this thing and they're gonna be like, oh, that's Jason.
Yeah.
Or Jalen. But they're already gonna think, oh, no, it's Jason.
Can you imagine if we were to have the same setup, like exterior wise, exactly like mine, and nobody will know?
Yeah, you just take the wrap off.
Yes. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Make a pensions, like we're gonna make like a, what is it, like a sign is like to tell Jason to put his wing back on, because I'm not gonna lie, the wing adds to everything on this thing.
It does though, but then
it adds character.
I just feel like, you know, I just wanted something like a different look. I mean, everybody else runs the wing, but mine is just, you know, just a race car thing. Just wants to eat on the road, just send it to the moon.
I can't get over that flutter. That flutter sounds so much better than yours.
Dude, imagine when this car gets tuned by Dr. Boost. We're literally gonna send this car, but we gotta fix all the little issues before we do that, you know.
This thing is aggressive. The clutch is just too aggressive, Jason.
It is though, and I think Jalen will like it. I think Jalen will.
I think she's gonna like it. You guys could let Jason know how you think his wife's gonna like this clutch. Cause what is it, stage 3, right?
It is a stage 3 competition clutch, and it only has like 500 miles according to Glenn when he had the car.
Is this clutch better than yours in your car?
I don't know. I mean, the XCD Twin Disc does make a huge difference when it comes to like getting to gear and acceleration. But other than that, though, it runs pretty good for what the setup is. So, yeah. We made it home in one piece. Car went to point A to point B. Car just still smokes, but I guarantee you that's just all the residue that's just been sitting on the exhaust manifold for a long time. But I don't know how much more this kind of smoke. The smoking is a lot though. But thankfully though, everything else that we fixed at the shop, all the bulbs, everything that we can probably fix, everything else is good to go. I'm super excited. I'm so blown away right now. After we got this car at the ending of May and now it's the beginning of October. It's amazing how amount of time and hours and money that we got into the car and get it to where it's at though. I mean, there is a lot more stuff that needs to be done, but the main goal was to get this car driving on the road, and she did awesome. She did really, really awesome. I'm so excited. This car just runs freaking 100%. Yo man, I just can't believe it that we just drove the car. I'm just so mind blown. Everything on the car just runs so perfectly fine. I'm just so super pumped. Damn, frick man, this is great. It's such a great feeling. Everything was so worth it right at the end. All the hard work pays off. Now she's running. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think the whole process of the time we picked up the car and to the day that we drove the car. Let me know on the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everything that we use on this car will have linked down in the description box below. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Aloha, and I'll see you guys on the next one.